Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Fatality Field, where the hometown Scorpions are fighting for a playoff spot. It's a win and you're in for the Scorpions, and a loss makes things a lot more difficult for them. While the Queen City Corsairs hope to play spoiler in their final game under the Queen City branding. I'm DJ Kilgannon, and with me in the booth is my friend and colleague, Rochelle Colston. Doing stats for us are Corey Minner and Justin Reside, and of course, Mr. Cameron Irvine. He's back at SFL HQ, making all of this possible. Ray, what are you thinking coming into this game?
I'm thinking both quarterbacks came in with a lot of interceptions. Let's see who makes the least mistakes on offense and whose defense actually steps up today.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game of keeping the ball clean, right? We always hear about Ashley Jackson and throwing interceptions, but she is an efficient quarterback all time. One of the best we've ever seen in the SFL. Silas Christensen is a young guy who is trying to make a name for himself as the team is departing. So Queen City will defend the south goal as Arizona is going to receive at home in the beautiful Fatality Field. Ladies and gentlemen, we are off. Thank you for joining us for some Saturday evening football. You see a return out of the end zone for the Scorpions. A solid one, getting up to the 28-yard line here. As we'll go ahead and welcome the Scorpions. Ashley Jackson passing the ball. Brad Jones, DJ Moses, your running backs. Will Todd, your fullback. Fox Highwind, T. DeQueen, TJ Punk, and Buchanan Simons are your receivers. Lily Nakai, your tight end. Sean Crooked, Brunner Graham, Gray Jam, Kiara Storm, Danny Carmichael, and Patrick Kelly, your offensive linemen for them. Starting empty here for Arizona. Looks like they're happy passing the ball against this Queen City defense. Four-step drop for Ashley. She surveys plenty of time, fires it to the left-hand side, and caught in traffic. What a way to start off the ball game.
And what a great opening play for Ashley Jackson. Finding a receiver right away.
And that one was to T. DeQueen. Came over from Chicago in the offseason. Those two have had a very solid connection. T coming into this game, top 20 in the league in receptions. Fox Highwind and herself make a very good 1-2 punch in that receiving core.
Yeah, right. And Buchanan Simons is their quick guy that usually goes for the long passes.
This time they will run it up the middle, gain of 5, as Brad Jones gets wrangled down for the stop. Now we'll welcome in the Queen City defense here. Some of them at least after that run. Darko Young, Chad Stinson, Finn Steele, and Robert Crone on the line. Duncan Onham, Luke Swift, and Dexter Jackson, your linebackers. We'll get to the rest after this play. I formation here for Jackson and the Scorpion offense. A run to the left, a spin evades the tackler. A gain of 2 is what comes from that play. The rest of that defense here, Bentley Bonner, Elijah Quick, and Eric Belmont, your corners. And your safeties, Alex Marshall, Justin Reside. Kickers, Joe Garfield and Trace Welsh. Another I-form look here. Arizona, one of the most balanced offenses in the entire league. Run to the left-hand side. Plenty of room to run. Brad Jones breaks a tackle and then gets brought down well past the first down.
So Arizona came out the gate, passing the ball right away. Then they went 3 straight runs, picked up 2 first downs, and moving the ball pretty methodically down the field.
They sure are. Arizona, they run the ball, they pass the ball. They're very balanced, 11th in the league in rush plays per game, 12th in the league in pass plays per game. They always keep their opponents guessing. They will again with a pitch to the outside. DJ Moses gets wrangled down after a gain of 4.
Yep, you'll see these backs and the fullback Will Todd pretty often in this game.
They love spreading the love down here in Arizona. Even Ashley will take off every now and again, as much as Eddie hates it. Another eye for him. Heavy Queen City look, but they spread out. A tackle is broken, and Brad Jones gets tackled just a yard short of the sticks.
Yeah, QCC's have to do a better job of containing Brad Jones. And he's breaking too many tackles so far.
He sure is. Get more tacklers to the ball carrier. Very, very heavy set box here for Queen City. They know a run is coming, and it does. They shift to the left. And well past the first down marker is DJ Moses. Very nice run there and set up play.
Yeah, DJ Moses, you know, everybody shifted. He went straight up the middle and picked up the first down pretty easily.
All 13 of his seasons have been in Arizona. Former MVP, three-time All-Star. We'll see another run here. Brad Jones breaks another tackle before quickly being brought down. Yeah, Ray, you're right. We are seeing a lot of broken tackles right now for Brad Jones.
Yeah, but if the run's not broken, don't fix it.
Absolutely. Once they started, they haven't really stopped. Another very heavy set look from both squads. A run to the right side this time. Moses has some room. He breaks a tackle at the 20 and eventually gets brought down at about the 11 or 12.
If Arizona keeps running the ball this way this game, it's going to be a long day for Queen City. A long day of defense on the field.
Yeah, it's hard to stop these backs. Clearly, we're seeing as, I mean, the run is going to just tire out the defense. It's going to shoot time off the clock. We're already seeing this is going into a 4-minute drive now as Arizona charges up for another play. It's single back. We'll see some motion here from the tight end spot. That's Lili Nakai making her way to the top side of your screen. And the delayed draw up the middle results in a gain of 3. Nice attempt there for Brad Jones.
That was a little trickery.
Yeah, it sure was. Helps keep the defense on their toes, if you will, as they're getting closer. We could see a pass at any point just take the top off of their defense. And runs like that are certainly going to help keep that in the back of their mind. This time, though, stretch run to the outside. Brad Jones gets hammered, or Moses, excuse me, gets hit hard at the end of that play, but he gets pushed past that first down marker at the end.
Yeah, Bentley Bonner gave him an extra 2 or 3 yards there with that push forward.
Certainly worth it. That one hurt, but for good reason, as Arizona's just outside the 1-yard line now. I form, you know what's coming. Right up the middle, touchdown, as Brad Jones dives at the goal line and surpasses it. His 11th touchdown of the season.
We knew it was coming. QCC knew it was coming. Great blocking. Basically just shot himself into the end zone, basically untouched.
With that touchdown, Brad Jones reaches 100 on his career. He is the 12th all-time rusher to reach that milestone. He's now 3 yards out of passing the Hall of Famer Jarek McChesney in total rushing touchdowns. What a career he's had.
12 plays, 11 runs, resulting in a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about balance when it comes to this Arizona offense, right? They run efficiently, they pass efficiently, they're just outside the top 10 in total plays per game when it comes to both of those. And they like to keep defenses guessing, right? But like you said, Ray, they got momentum when they started rushing the ball, so why quit?
Yep. I mean, everybody knew it was coming. We knew it was coming, and they still can't stop it.
Yep. The top 10 in rushing yards per game. Queen City, however, is 8th in rushing yards per game. Let's see if this offense will have a similar approach as Arizona just did on the last drive. Single back here, bunch to the top. Christensen will roll out to the right. Plenty of time. Fires it over the middle. That one is caught. Nice start there for the Queen City offense. Speaking of that offense, let's introduce him now. Silas Christensen, your quarterback. John Osmosis, Charlie Baker, your running backs. Lars Bazar, your fullback. Adrian Ellis Sr., Ryan Davis, Bob Wood, Guy Clausen, and Joe Beasley, your receivers. James Matthew Jr., your tight end. Don Cosmosis landed on him. Kai Pickle and Demon Pickle, your offensive line for the Corsairs. Offset single back here for Queen City. Nickel look for Arizona. They'll go with a pitch to the outside and wrangled quickly down by Arizona. Very nice play there on the run.
Yeah, great pursuit by Wolf Highway, number 50, the outside linebacker, and with a big open field tackle.
Yeah, he's been sensational. A short tenure here in Arizona. Looks like Arizona might be bringing an extra blitzer or two. They will. Christensen had time to throw, though, but the throw is just sailed too far over the head there of Guy Clausen, who isn't able to pull it in.
Great coverage by the secondary. I mean, the The defender was right on that receiver.
Yeah, didn't even have room to breathe. As soon as the pass was there, it was falling to the turf. Single back now trips to the top side of your screen. We'll see some motion from Guy Clausen, who's the attempted target. See one of the defenders following in suit. Looking at quads. Christensen drops back, so much time, moves around in the pocket, takes off and gets hammered. What a hit there to seal that one up. That's big 94 David Tilley.
The big man moved quickly there. Great pursuit. Wow.
Yeah, sure did. That was like a horror movie there for Silas Christensen getting chased down by that big defender. I would have been terrified.
Me too.
And Queen City not able to produce the same way Arizona was able to on their drive. They fizzle out quickly and are forced to punt now to the Scorpions. Fair catch. Arizona will now have the ball again, starting on their 30-yard line. And Ray, with how they started off the ball game, like you said, it could be a very long night now for Queen City.
Yep, I know. We'll see if they come out with the run again.
Handoff right up the middle is shut down. No gain as a huge hit is made as that run was trying to get started.
That's how Robert Crone came up with a big tackle. No gain. 2nd and 10. Let's see what Arizona does here. They spread out the defense.
Go back look here, Arizona. Take a look for Queen City. Ashley has plenty of time to throw and does so with perfection. Connecting with Lee Nakai well down the field, nearing the 50. As Duncan Onum will go down with an injury. Oh no. It's unfortunate. Hopefully he's able to come back. Going off the field on 2 feet though, thankfully, Ray, so might be good, might be able to come back into the game later on.
That's your inside linebacker too. Your middle linebacker is a big part of your defense.
That's for sure. Cheer for the defense going down. No one wants that. Another heavy set for both squads. High formation. Ashley Jackson will survey the defense. And a pitch to the outside will get a few and gets past the 50-yard line on the other side of the field now after the run by Brad Jones.
Your 2nd and 6 for playbook is wide open here. They've had success running the ball. Let's see if they do that again here.
Will come out in a similar set. They've come out of this set quite a bit tonight. Single back. Queen City's playing pretty softly off of them. We'll see some more motion now out of this formation. Again, I believe that's Lee Nakai making her way to the top side of the formation. No one follows, though, and a run will come. What a great block downfield by one of the offensive linemen. Created a huge hole up the middle for him. That was their center, Danny Carmichael.
That hole was so huge, I could have ran through it.
I could have drove my truck through there. Ashley and co. Brad Jones especially happy with those type of holes all day, every day. See a single back in the backfield in a 3-point stance as it'll result in a pass. Very nice there for the offense. Number 15 for Arizona. That's Fox Highwind.
Arizona's doing a good job of keeping this defense guessing. I mean, you never know what's going to be thrown at you.
Yeah,
you can't leave Highwind that wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, for sure. We've seen, draw runs. We've seen stretch runs, tosses, right? I mean, they're when they're running the ball, they're not keeping it basic. They're doing a lot of things you don't often expect, as well as throwing in some passes here and there. Another similar look. They'll run the draw again. So much room to run the story of the game, and no, Brad Jones is down. Oh, man.
This could be a disaster for Arizona.
It sure could. Oh, man. You hate to see that if you're Arizona. I mean, he's been the bell cow of the offense all day long. I mean, all season long, really. He's top 10 in the league in rushing. Hopefully, he'll be able to come back. Oh, man. Now they're going to have to rely on DJ Moses and Will Todd to run the ball. And that's no shot at DJ Moses. He's one of the best to ever do it. He hasn't had too many touches this season. High form here again for Arizona. Another heavy box for Queen City. A nice fullback block as DJ Moses fighting through tacklers. Oh my goodness. One of the toughest, the 2 or 3 yard runs I've ever seen. He fought through 3 or 4 tackles just to accumulate that yardage.
He just kept turning his legs. He was determined to get the first down.
He sure was. Again, we'll see this trips look as we'll have one back in the backfield. We'll see some motion again. I believe that's T to Queen, making her way to the bottom side of your screen. Handoff right up the middle. Another delayed draw results in a gain of 4. That's the backup on the rush there. That's Smith for Arizona. That is Antoine Smith, who's going to be getting some touches with the loss of Brad Jones.
When you come off the bench, if you got 4 yards on first down, you're doing a pretty good job.
Not too bad. Another run here. Moses will get strangled down by a gang of defenders, bringing it to 3rd and short now. Seems like Arizona isn't scared to continue running, even with the loss of Brad Jones, Ray.
Apparently not. 3rd and 2. Let's see what they do here.
Looks like they may run again. They have a few times out of this look. We saw the pitch out of this look earlier. Ashley will survey. Some pressure brought at the top side of the screen. They will go back to the pitch. Queen City learned their lesson, though. That is number 50 for the defense getting involved on the tackle.
Great open field tackle. Great pursuit. Knocked him back a yard and forcing the field goal here.
It was Eric Barton, your outside linebacker, one of your backups, getting involved on the tackle. We'll now see a kick from Arizona. It's up, and it is good. Rob M's easy money. The former Classic gets that kick up and through. Been very elite for them all season.
Yeah, Rob made his way around the league also. He also played for LA for a couple of seasons.
He's been all over, kicking in all sorts of places. That's his 17th make of the season for Easy Money M's. As they score back-to-back drives, this time Queen City is able to hold them off in the red zone. Probably doesn't help that Arizona was down a Brad Jones in their rushing game, but nonetheless, Queen City made the stop, forced him to kick. All right, here we go. Queen City, one last play to close out the quarter. You have bunch to the bottom side of your formation. Dime package coming out from Arizona as the pitch to the outside is made. A tackler gets there and gets stiff-armed off. Plenty of room to run. Gets well past the first down marker for a very solid gain. That's a nice way to end the quarter there for John Osmosis and company.
Yeah, really just break that tackle. Great block there. I forgot to look at the number, but great block out there on the outside to spring them loose.
That is the end of the first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Saturday evening of football. We'll be back shortly. Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Dags DroneWorks Aerial Photography and Videography Services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. Learn more at dagsdroneworks.com. Excuse me as we see the barren landscape here of Arizona, the beautiful mountains. Oh my goodness, that is a gorgeous sight.
Lots of sand.
Lots of sand, lots of cactuses, lots of mountains, lots of scorpions, I'm sure, that we weren't able to see in that video as well. Another bunched look. This one will result in a draw right up the middle. A huge shot there as the play was developing. Shout out there to Terrell Davis bringing that tackle in.
When your cornerbacks can make open field tackles, you're having a pretty good day.
Absolutely, especially in the run game. Offset single back here for Queen City results in a screenplay. The offensive line trying to get out in front and make a block, but they'll give Osmosis the first down on the reception.
Great play call, taking what the defense gave you that time. Resulted in a first down.
Now looks like they're Queen City trying to play a little bit unique there on offense. Designed screenplay. You had the blockers go out in front. I mean, Osmosis was just too quick. They couldn't get out in front of them to lay a block. Empty look here for Queen City. Looks like they might be bringing some pressure from the corners off the edge. That's Ryan Davis making his way to the top side of the formation, making it trips that way. Christensen drops and pressures there. Beautiful sack. Brings him down. David Tilley gets another one.
Wow, and David Tilley just busted his way through that line.
Excuse me, his first of the day. The other was not recorded as one. Looked like it may have been. Looked like the previous one was right on the line of scrimmage. That one for sure, though, was a sack, and a hard one it was. I mean, full body weight on Christensen there. Christensen again, pressure brought to him, but a pass is errantly thrown over the middle, and Rain Rie not able to pull that one in.
And Rain Rio wants that one back. He had both hands on it. Should have been a pick six going the other way.
Yep, sure would have been. Another empty look here, just outside the 45. Christensen will serve a 4-down lineman here for Arizona. Not too much pressure going to be brought on this play. I lie, they bring a corner for extra pressure, and they try and hit the post over the middle. No avail. Joe Beasley was the intended target, and it just fell to the ground.
Great coverage by the secondary there.
Now we've only seen 2 completions for Silas Christensen out of 5 throws. Punt will now result. This is 2 back-to-back drives now for Queen City that they are having to punt the ball, and 2 back-to-back for Arizona where they score. That's just not a good way to look at the rest of this game if you're the Queen City Corsairs.
I mean, Queen City still hasn't crossed the 50-yard line.
I mean, they've just been completely bottled up by a very tenacious Arizona defense. Queen City today has only ran 12 plays in their 2 combined drives. Arizona ran 12 on their first drive of the game that resulted in a touchdown. Hoping to continue the momentum they have on their side of the court. Ashley Jackson, who is perfect on the day so far, trots out with the offense. And another delayed handoff up the middle. DJ Moses gets smothered right at the line. As that play was developing, that was Duncan Onham, who I believe was injured earlier and now came back into the game.
Yes, he was, and he is now back in. So must have had a cramp or something. Who knows?
Good to see him back. So we will see another run up the middle. A hurdle is made, and Moses fights for a hard gain of 8 yards. Man, we are seeing this MVP form of DJ Moses come back into suit. He is just running with a full head of steam.
Next man up mentality.
Yep, for sure. Averaging over 6 yards per carry right now is DJ Moses, just shy of 50 on 8 carries.
Brad Jones is still out.
Looks like it. High form now for Arizona. Queen City continues to stack the box against these looks. We'll see some motion to switch the strong side of the line. And they will run it to that side and able to get the first down. Just the backup Smith.
That's a big back.
Yeah, it is.
I thought he was the fullback back there.
Yeah, it's 6'2", 230 pounds of just heavy back. We'll run another delayed handoff up the middle. Moses will get brought down for a gain of 4. They just continue to run the ball with success, Ray.
Yep, they're going to tire out this QCC defense pretty quickly if they can't get him off the field.
That's for sure. Certainly going with a run-heavy approach. Queen City not too great at stopping the run, and Arizona certainly taking advantage of that. They'll run again. It's Antoine Smith who brings it up to 3rd and 3 now. DJ Moses probably going to jog back onto the field for this next attempt, but your playbook's pretty open.
Yep, and that's how free safety Alex Marshall made a great play from his free safety spot.
Another very heavy set look here for Queen City. They have 2 defensive backs playing shallow on the bottom side of your screen here. They'll motion over a tight end to help block to that side. From the sole receiver to the top side of the screen. They'll run to the left side, though, trying to... Oh, man, they get it. DJ Moses will get called forward. Looked iffy, though, on the spot. Might see a challenge.
You think we'll see a challenge? Yep, here it is.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, they motioned over the big tight end away from the side they were running. They were trying to confuse Queen City a little bit. And then they ran it back to that side, and I mean, it certainly looked like he was short from the initial look. We'll get a better look here, though.
Yeah. Let's see. And we're not going to get a good angle.
Hopefully we'll get a better second angle. I mean, that ball looked short. Good stop before the line.
Yeah.
Looks down. Let's see. Overturned.
Yep.
Looks like good decision there for Queen City.
Now will Arizona go for it?
I'll ask you. What you think they go for it here? Would you, if you were a coach out there, would you be going for this?
They're punting.
Yeah. I mean, you're on your own side of the field. You know, you're up two possessions. I don't hate the idea. Me personally, I'm running that right up the middle with DJ Moses.
Too, but
yeah. I mean, he's been hitting, so why not try it again? But Eddie Gage is a smarter man than me when it comes to coaching, and he will play the passive game. Queen City will come out starting on the 20 as they hope to get a well-sustained drive. Empty backfield for Christensen and a big hit. Oh my goodness!
David Tilley.
David Tilley, who has had a monster of a game up to this point, will have a pick 6. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. He tipped it and caught his own tip.
Yep, he jumped up, tipped it, and then caught it. He set it for himself. His first pick of his career, his first touchdown of his career. Oh my goodness.
I'm speechless right now.
Woo. As is everyone on the Queen City sideline after that. Oh my goodness.
Let's do this again. Let's have another kickoff.
Queen City now will come back onto the field again. David Tilley, what an athlete. Get him at tight end or something. Because my gosh, the athleticism to bat that down. Wish I could see that 2 times over. David Tilley bats that one down, catches it off the tip for the first touchdown of his career. Wow.
And there was no stopping him. Once he caught it, was moving forward, you're not going to stop him.
None at all. You would have needed an army of Corsairs back there to bring David Tilley down. He wanted that touchdown net.
It's like a refrigerator just moving down the field full speed ahead at you.
Absolutely. Man,
Nice would have got out of his way. Wouldn't even try to tackle him.
Yeah, I don't blame him. No one made contact with him after the interception. Now they have to shake that off and bounce back. Empty look again. Christensen will fire, and that one will fall to the turf.
But we have another injured player.
Oh, we do. Dion Grant for Arizona will go down with the injury.
Who is that? It's a backup.
That is their backup free safety, it looks like. He plays behind Rain Rie. He'll go down. A lot of injuries this game.
Yeah, no kidding. They're dropping like flies out here.
Queen City again, offset single back, excuse me. It's like a nickel look here for Arizona. They have a safety over the top, playing pretty shallow. About 9 yards out from the line of scrimmage, who followed that tight end in motion. Run up the middle and gets brought down just after a 2-yard gain. Wolf Highwing able to bring him down.
We've called his name a few times today already.
Yeah, we sure have. He's getting involved in a big way with this Arizona linebacker crew.
Not much as David Tilley's name.
No, certainly not. I was just thinking that. Another empty look for Christensen. Queen City hoping to air the ball out a little bit here. Dime look for Arizona. They bring extra pressure, and they do connect. Well downfield. That's going to be a gain of 15 and 20. And surprisingly, this is the first time we'll call the name of James Matthew Jr., the big tight end for Queen City, the legendary tight end, able to get one up the seam.
Yep, that big man just found himself open in between the defenders, and a perfect throw by Christensen. And if I was Queen City, I'd start involving him more in this offense.
Absolutely. Fire the ball to him more. Even if he's covered, he can catch him. 13 out of 13 seasons here in Queen City. 7 all-star appearances. Run up the middle. Will get A good gain, rolling over defenders
Ooh.
as he picks up 8. That's John Osmosis, who is having a very busy night.
I thought he was a little bottled up and he's made a little move to the outside, just working free.
Yeah, fighting for every chunk of yardage. Some nice blocking up front, just finding people out there.
He's got a good look at David Tilley, a monster back there, just fighting his way to that quarterback.
That is a scary sight if you're in a quarterback.
Hands flying everywhere.
Christensen, a delayed handoff up the middle, just past the first down marker is Charlie Baker. That's going to be his first rush of the night, and a good one, gaining a first down.
The QCC's got themselves a little bit of a drive going here.
Yeah, certainly some momentum on their side after having to shake off that last attempt at a drive that got snuffed out. Another offset, single back look, and will result in a pitch. The big offensive lineman going out to try and get a lead block, but Charlie Baker gets stuck, or John Osmosis, gets stuck behind him, gets wrinkled down after only a yard.
Yep, so 2nd and 9 here. They've finally crossed the midfield line. They're in Arizona territory for the first time tonight.
Yeah, easily their best drive of the night at this point. Christensen will again go with a pitch to the outside. Right. Osmosis has a ton of room, eventually gets forced out. Bernard Smith, the one to do it.
Cornerbacks are playing a little bit off. Nice little pitch out. There's nobody over there. Good pursuit there by number 20.
That's great
Bernard
blocking
Smith,
from
their
the
free
receivers.
strong safety.
Yeah, he get involved very nicely on the run there. Came from the other side of the field to help that one out. 3rd and short now for Queen City. Their playbook is open, a 4-3. Very heavy look from Arizona. They'll run it to effect. Charlie Baker finds a big hole and gets within the 30.
Charlie Baker got a little skinny that time and just found himself, nice little hole to run through.
Absolutely. That offensive line did a terrific job of blocking up front there for Queen City. Made a very big hole off of what was a heavy look for Arizona.
You begin if you're QCC, you have to put some points on the board right now.
Yep, absolutely. Offset single back again. See some motion on the defensive side, but they only bring 4. Christensen fires a hand, slaps it away. That is Rain Rie, and again getting his name called.
The second pass deflection of the day. He wants to catch one of these.
Yeah, he sure does, but very athletic play there to make the pass deflection while running away from the QB, still being able to read where the ball is. Take a look for Arizona defensively. It's a very similar look for Queen City. Comes to shine. It's a pass this time as they bring 5. Plenty of room to throw, and they connect over the middle. Joe Beasley is able to pull that one in. Hasn't been too effective this year for them, but getting involved in a big way there.
But you mean you got 5 wides here on this team?
Yeah, absolutely. He's, if you're looking at it that way, 4th on the depth chart as far as stats go, or behind, including, we'll say 3rd. He gets involved a decent bit when they can manage to spare the ball his way. The 2-minute warning nears, and they'll run it up the middle. Osmosis just gets barreled down. Osmosis and Sean Moore in tow.
We'll probably win once again with a stop.
That's the 2-minute warning there. Here at Fatality Field in Arizona, Scorpions lead 17-0 as the Corsairs try and fight their way back in this one. Christensen, an empty look. See some motion. Going to be Ryan Davis making his way. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Ray. An interesting decision here. Arizona's done decent at stopping the pass tonight, and Christensen will move to the left and fire. We will see a flag, however.
Ooh. 1 yard line.
Interference on the defense. You can't have that in there.
Arizona 1. Now you're 1st and goal from the 1.
Yep. And it was on the pass catcher. Joe Beasley gets his route impeded, says the refs. We'll mark it at the 1, yep.
Xavier with the infraction, number 22.
Eddie Gage probably snapping his clipboard in half on the sideline as It is now
or his pulse rate's at over 200 probably by now.
a little bit of both, I'd imagine. We'll have a shotgun here, split back for Queen City.
Oh my God, what?
Christensen throws out of it, and a pass deflection is made. Very, very risky. That's the big dog. Sean Moore is able to jump and get that one batted out of the
You
air.
got John Osmosis and Troy Baker in your backfield on the 1-yard line, and you're gonna pass the shotgun formation? Come on,
Yeah, I mean,
that's dangerous.
the rushing game is what has gotten them some success here on this drive. Looking more normal here. I'd like some more on the line, though. Heavy look. Quads. Oh, they stop him. Sean Moore shoots the gap to perfection and closes that one up before it could even get started.
Get into a heavy set. I don't understand this.
Yeah, I mean, you need some extra help on the offensive line to block these big guys for Arizona.
There we go.
Here we go. Probably going to see a run, I'd imagine, now that they're in their heaviest set. Maybe a pitch to that top side. They'll hand it off right up the middle. Charlie gets brought down. It's Osmosis, actually, who gets wrangled down behind the line, and they stand tall. Adam Wiseman, the one able to bring him down.
Wow. And you're forcing a field goal here. You not want to settle for that, but at least there's points on the board at this point.
And they make the stop on 1st and goal within the 1-yard line. Very impressive display there for Arizona. As Queen City now hoping to kick this one through.
It's been the longest drive of the whole entire game.
A very well-sustained drive for them. 15 plays results in a Joe Garfield field goal. He has the most attempts this season out of any kicker. He has the most makes this season out of any kicker. Add that one to his resume, as Arizona's going to get the ball back. Ladies and gentlemen, like this video. I'll say it one more time. Like this video. Please support our very hard-working crew by smashing the like button, subscribing, and commenting on this video. It really, really helps the channel out. Turn on your post notifications so you'll never miss a live stream, highlight, or podcast. Thank you for your support of the Virtual Football Network and, of course, the Simulation Football League. Arizona, been a while since they've been on the field. David Tilley getting their last points. It's their offense hoping to shake off the dust and come back out to play. T to Queen will make it a triple set of wide receivers to the bottom side. Delayed handoff up the middle. DJ Moses, his little shimmy move to make it a gain of 5.
I think Arizona is pretty much intent to let the clock run out here and go to halftime. Now that I've said that, let's see what happens.
Yeah, now that you say it, they're going to start throwing the ball way downfield. Antoine Smith is in the backfield, though. Heavy set here for Queen City, expecting a run. Actually, will call for motion.
I think they have everybody in the box for that one cornerback on the end there.
Looks like it. Run to the left side. Antoine Smith finds some space. Gets past the first down marker as the time looks like it is going to tick away. In this first half, 3. They go to the line, but no time. The time will go out of the first half here in Arizona. The Scorpions lead 17-3 after a Joe Garfield field goal makes it a 2-touchdown game for the Queen City Corsairs. Ray, give me your first half analysis after that. Very interesting first half.
We saw some great defensive plays by Arizona. Queen City finally put together a long scoring drive, which resulted in a field goal, which they probably would want a touchdown out of that. But mostly it's been Arizona.
Yeah, it sure has. They have dominated this game fully. Brad Jones and DJ Moses alike have 22 carries, and Brad Jones has been out since the first quarter. Ashley's only had to throw 3 times, all 3 of which have been completion. My player of the half, I mean, got to give it to Big David Tilley. They will.
Yes, they will. Look at that man.
That is a beefcake, for sure.
Refrigerator, that's what I'm going to start calling him.
I love it. We'll be back, folks, in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody, to the Virtual Football Network. We will get an injury update here on Brad Jones. Torn bicep. He is out.
He's out.
As well as the backup free safety with the hyperextended elbow is out. Oh, man. That's no good.
Elbow. Put some dirt on that elbow. You can get back out there.
It'll be all right. Well, they don't need him with, he is a backup, but nice to have some depth, but it'll be all right. Welcome back, everybody. Arizona leads 17-3. Queen City hoping to fight their way back into this one as they will receive the ball in the second half. I am DJ Kilgannon. Joined with me in the booth is Rochelle Colston. Our statisticians for the evening are Corey Menner and Justin Reside. And of course, you can't have a broadcast without Cameron Irvine back at SFL HQ, making our Saturday evening exciting. Ryan Davis will escape a tackle and bring it to the 26.
They need to work from their last drive. They had some momentum. They crossed the field. They got, to the 1 yard line and couldn't punch it in. So they need to carry that over here.
This will be the final half of football under the Queen City branding as we know it. A franchise that has played 300 total games, and that is most in the whole entire SFL. 138 total wins, that's top 5 all time. This is a team that has been all over the place. They've won championships. The legacy of this franchise will not be forgotten, however, as they will move over to Anchorage. This branding, however, will be archived as that play is shut down before it can even start. Wolf Highwind again making a nice play.
Making a big impact there in this game.
Yeah, he sure is. Shooting gaps really well when it comes to the run.
David Tilley.
Yeah, absolutely. Nickel look here, and oh man, just swarming to the ball carrier. John Osmosis had nowhere to go. Another tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
With DD sacks.
3rd and long here for Queen City. This is not the drive you want to have when it's your first of the half. Empty here for Christensen, firing to the right side, and it's caught. Wow, what a play there for Joe Beasley, who's able to slip through the seam and catch one in double coverage. With that catch, Joe Beasley passes 100 catches on his career. Congratulations.
Christensen threaded that one because there was no other way for him to catch it. It was threaded. It was beautiful.
Yep.
A little contested even.
It was a hard throw to make. He threw it exactly where he needed to. Christensen has time. Will move to the right. Plenty of time. Fires across field, and a hard hit was laid. James Matthew Jr., the intended target on that one.
Yeah, perfect timing with that hit. I think, he probably would have had the catch and just timed that hit perfectly on him.
Right at midfield is Queen City. Another empty look. They're happy throwing. Haven't had a whole lot of success out of it too often, though. Might see some extra pressure here. Arizona. Certainly not. Ryan Davis will move to the bottom side of your screen, making it 3. Looks like zone coverage for Arizona as they bring an extra defender, and they try and connect to the right side of the field. Ernest McCrae Sr. able to get involved on the play and get that one out of the hands of the receiver.
Yeah, sometimes when you bring the extra pressure, you pay for it, but that time it worked out Arizona's way.
Absolutely. D.D. Sachs was about to level Silas Christensen if he held on to that one any longer. Arizona brings all of their corners in, playing very tight on the outside receivers as it's a dime look for them. 5-step drop. They brought everyone, and it is a touchdown for Joe Beasley. Oh my goodness. You saw them bring the corners in. I just didn't think they were going to bring them that far in.
That's what you call bringing the house and then regretting it. Oh my gosh.
Christensen got leveled as he got that football out of his hands, but thankfully it was able to connect with Joe Beasley. His 5th touchdown of the season leads this Queen City squad.
And now you're letting Queen City creep back into this game.
Yeah, and now with that drive, Queen City passes Arizona in total yards on the day. 173 after that 6-play, 73-yard drive that only took 1 minute and 30 seconds off the clock. And you couldn't ask for much better coming out of the half.
Oh, that was crazy.
Like we saw at the break, Brad Jones will not return. So let's see if Arizona will change their game plan at all. Turn this one out of the end zone. A very nice
Oh.
return, but we will see a flag. He has a little
Oh,
bit
no.
of room creeping up the sideline. Past the 45, but I think it'll get brought back.
Yep, let's see who pushed two in the back here.
Somebody is about to get there. Somebody's about to get a butt chewing, if you will. That's number 90 for Arizona. See who the culprit is and what it was.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that. Wow.
Yeah. Didn't push him over, but that was certainly an illegal block. That was Kenyon Coleman, who is the backup defensive end for Arizona. He'll assuredly be shipped off to the Chinese League after this game and out of Arizona. That would have been a huge kick return for them, but now they're brought back to the 15, lost almost 30 yards on that penalty. Single back will again result in a run. DJ Moses stiff arms past the line and gets brought down 3 yards past it.
And DJ Moses is doing a good job of breaking that first tackle. He's going to break one soon.
He always breaks off that first tackle. You're absolutely right. I mean, he finds separation no matter what. Offset I formation here for the Scorpions. 3 receivers. It's like a nickel look for Queen City, and they'll pass. A nice little hitch route. Is able to connect with TJ Punk, who pulls that one in just 2 yards short of the stick.
It's the first time we've called his name today.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, we've only seen him pass 4 times, all of which have been complete. But 4 different receivers have a pass caught. Ashley Jackson spreading the love here in Arizona. They'll shift the fullback over to make it offset. And they'll run it to that right side. Moses fights through defenders, pushes past his offensive lineman for a first down. Cameron Irvine, let's see this game break update. What you got?
Thank you, DJ. How about Denver down by 3 to Washington? A 3rd and long situation, and Logan Keel with his second catch of the day goes for 59 yards. Denver just punched it in and takes a 21-17 lead over Washington with 3:37 left. The Trident need a win and a Vancouver loss to stay alive in the West Division race. They will get the ball back, trailing by 4. Back to you.
Thank you, Cam. Man, very exciting games on both blocks, it seems. Denver trying to fight and stay in that one. As Arizona will continue to run. They go to the outside on this attempt. Antoine Smith gets wrangled down. It's 3rd and 8 now.
Great tackle by Bentley Bonner. And Arizona is missing Brad Jones right here.
Yeah, they sure are. Ashley Jackson forced to pass. Doesn't mind it. She is efficient when she needs to be. Empty look. Looks like Queen City might bring some pressure. They'll send an extra receiver to the top, making it 4 to the top side of your screen. They'll only bring 4, however. Jackson, so much time to throw. She can make a sandwich, and it's caught right at the midfield mark. T. DeQueen, go ahead and crown her, as that was a huge catch to keep this Arizona drive alive.
Don't get me wrong, the secondary was playing tough. I mean, they were right there on her. It's a great play by Ashley Jackson and T.
Yeah, certainly needed there for Ashley Jackson and company. Still a perfect 5 for 5 with 70 yards through the air, as they will go back to the ground game. Moses getting shifty downfield as he gets 9.5 yards on that one, making it 2nd and inches.
And Moses is having a pretty decent game today.
Yeah, sure is. Showing that he's still the DJ Moses of old. He hasn't missed a beat, stepping up when they need him to. Another I-form look here. Queen City bringing a lot of defenders to horizontally stretch out the box, and that's Antoine Smith, who charges ahead for a first down.
I'm glad to see they haven't, abandoned their game plan. Even though Brad Jones went out, they're consistently running the ball.
Yep, sure are. Sticking to what they've practiced all week long. This time we'll see a pass, though. Empty look for Arizona. Ashley, 2-step drop. So much time to throw, and they will connect on the drag route. T. DeQueen pushes forward for the first down. Man, Ray, Ashley Jackson is having so much time to throw the football, Ray.
And what a great play call. Find T. DeQueen open. I mean, literally open all by herself.
She could have walked for the rest of that play and still had a first down.
Yes, you can't leave that much space.
Scorpions will come back out offset eye. Nickel look for the opposing Queen City Corsairs. Jackson will survey. Hand this one off to the right-hand side. Moses with a great spin move. Splits the defenders. Man, he is looking shifty.
Like you said, DJ Moses is a veteran. He needs to step up. He's stepping up right here. He's averaging 5.7 yards per carry. 16 for 91 yards.
Man, I can't remember the last time I've seen such a skilled display of blocking either. Moses didn't even get touched until the safety at the end there with the spin move. He was able to create so much space. Another offset I formation here for Arizona. Another nickel look for Queen City. Looks like that's what they want to do to stop the run. They'll give it to Will Todd right up the middle, finally utilizing the big fullback who's had just shy of 40 carries coming into this game. Love to see him get more involved with the injury to Brad Jones.
That's a big truck coming at you too from the backfield.
It sure is. Clear the way for him. 6'4", 260. We'll see another run up the middle. Moses fights for every bit of it, but gets brought down short. It's 3rd and goal now.
I'd give it back to Will Todd.
I would as well. You see Antoine Smith in the huddle. Hopefully they do not risk it all with their backup here on this 3rd and 1 attempt. Very heavy set for Queen City. Ashley will survey. Hand off to the left. Oh, and he's stopped. Oh, my goodness. That's Swift for Queen City. Able to make the stop. Oh, my goodness.
With outside linebacker patches came in and forced a field goal from Arizona, keeping this game within reach still.
Luke Swift, the 4-season Queen City Corsair, one-time All-Star, also won the Most Improved Player of the Year of the Season award back in season 23. And man, that was a huge time to make a big play, forcing Arizona to kick on what certainly should have been a touchdown drive. It is a 2-possession ball game, however, as they lengthen their lead.
Look at the timing to take off that clock.
And I mean, they did exactly what they wanted to do with their rushing game plan. Folks, another exciting season of SFL action is coming to an end, and with just 3 games left on the schedule after tonight's contest, the Scenario Show crew will break down every team's path to the first-round buys, division titles, and playoff picture at 11:45 p.m. Eastern tonight. Catch it right here on the Virtual Football Network. You won't want to miss it.
It should be crazy, as usual.
Yep, this season, I mean, feels even more crazy than the rest. I've been here for a few seasons now, and this one, it feels like the most tightly compact the league has ever been, in my opinion. See some motion for Christensen and company. As pressure's there, but they go with another design screen run. Osmosis makes his own space, and they'll call it a first down after the nice stiff arm.
I like that play. It's working really well for Queen City.
Yeah, that screen is just working consistently to avail. I mean, Osmosis is making the first tackler miss every time, it seems, and that stiff arm will certainly help.
He's got a big step on. We've seen that a couple of times tonight already.
And we sure have. Christensen under 50% passing with a touchdown and pick, of course. Hoping to clean up his resume as this game continues if they're going to keep passing the ball. He will this time. Down the field, through the seam. What a pass. Getting James Matthew Jr. more involved there. That's his 3rd target for his 2nd catch. That one was even better than the first.
Yeah, that was pretty well contested. You put a big target out in the middle of the field, let them fight for it. 98% of the time they come down with the ball.
It's like threading the needle there. I mean, there was very little room for error on that pass, and Christensen made it perfect. Take a look here for Arizona as it's another offset single back. Some pressure being brought, and you can see it there. A gain of nothing as John Osmosis gets crashed into it.
That's how DD Sachs with a big tackle.
D.D. Sachs has had his name called a few times. The defensive line here for Arizona certainly making an impact. Queen City will go back to the same formation. See some movement on the Arizona side. Ryan Davis in motion. Looks like it's going to be zone coverage here for Arizona. Christensen will drop back again. The pressure is there. Pump fakes and gets brought down. You cannot hold on to the ball that long. I believe, it was Hunter Norwood who was able to get the sack.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason, and he just broke through that time. He went right around the offensive lineman.
Yeah, and that was a huge time to get it, forcing 3rd and long now for Queen City. They're back closer to the 50-yard mark. Christensen will again throw. The pressure's there over the middle, and he's just shy of the first down marker. Ernest McCray playing tight coverage, able to bring him down.
Now, if I was Queen City, I'd be going for it right here.
I completely agree with you there, Ray. I mean, you have a fullback in the backfield who we haven't seen today. Lars Bazar could charge this one ahead for a fullback sneak. They will.
Yes.
It's only osmosis in the backfield, though. 4-3 from Arizona. Could be.
Nope.
Delayed draw up the middle, and Hunter Norwood and company brings him down, along with Sean Moore to shut that drive down for the Queen City Corsairs.
I would have gambled, and I would have lost too.
Well, my thing is you only need an inch, and they do a slower run, right? I mean, if you're going to go for it there, do a quick ISO up the middle or a sneak even like you had mentioned. Would have certainly worked a little bit better, but Arizona just has too many Hall of Fame caliber defenders in that front 7 to do that.
Open.
And Ashley Jackson coming out and empty. We'll see some motion there on the line. Middle of the field completely open. Jackson will throw that way. That's the first incompletion of the night there for Ashley Jackson. Folks, we have another game break update. What you got, Cam?
DJ, in the final seconds in Washington, Denver possessed a 4-point lead. Washington was 1 yard away from a touchdown to keep the division hopes alive in the West. Tommy Utah throws it. It's incomplete. And we'll tell you what happened on the next play, guys.
Ooh, man. That one is certainly exciting. Oh, it's a fumble. And it's picked up by Queen City. Oh, my goodness. That was big Will Todd who was on the rush, and he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. The hits made by Eric Belmont and Luke Swift forced the ball out. Oh, man. Will Todd drops it.
They recover a fumble in Arizona territory. They had the best field position they've had all night long.
Yeah, I mean, they're back to the same spot they had the ball before they let Hunter Norwood get a sack. Christensen back. Oh, my goodness. Arizona says it doesn't even matter. We'll push you back to the 50 if you want to. After that very rough hit, we're going to go back to Cameron Irvine at SFL HQ.
Yeah, sorry for the tease. 3rd and goal, 7 seconds left. Washington's Shane Kaufman caught it in the back of the end zone. The game is over. Washington stays alive in the West. They need a Vancouver loss on Monday. Both teams now 8-4. Washington with the head-to-head. They win 24-21. Back to you.
Wow. Washington takes it. Oh, my goodness. And no need to apologize for the tease. That was certainly well worth it. Queen City now has the ball just past the 50. Such an exciting slate of games here, folks. If you haven't liked yet and subscribed, I don't know what you're doing here. See some motion to the opposite side of the field. That's Joe Beasley. Christensen to throw down the field, and it's picked off the tip. And he'll take it the other way past the 50. 40. Osmosis is chasing him. 10-5 touchdown. Bernard Smith will make it a 17-point ball game with his first defensive touchdown of his entire career, Ray.
Bernard Smith climbed that ladder. Got the ball out the air and just took it back. Broke a couple of tackles, and they were off to the races. There was no catching him at that point.
Oh, my goodness. Tipped it himself. Ray, that's the second time tonight we have seen a defender tip the ball, then pick the ball, and then score. I mean, I don't know if we've ever seen it. We're seeing 2 first-time defensive touchdowns. I mean, coach is happy for him on the sideline, but certainly a little jealous, I'd imagine, as the kick
I'm
is
sure
up.
Eddie is a little jealous.
Man, what an exciting slate of games right now. I mean, this is what it's all about. We're at the end of the season. Teams won it all. Washington pulls out a win, and Arizona, I mean, their defense is just showing up in a big way.
And Arizona's offense is not beating them, their defense is.
Yeah. I mean, with the loss of Brad Jones, it has certainly slowed down their rushing attack, but their defense, I mean, they're pulling away in a big way.
Ooh, bro.
Oh my goodness, a nice return. It's Bob Wood who has some separation. 35-30. No one is gonna catch him. 5, touchdown. Oh my goodness. Bob Wood, the one-time All-Star and the kick returner for Queen City, takes that one back the other way. He has the most kick return yards on the season out of anyone, and he gets his first touchdown on the season as far as kick returning goes right there.
Okay, this game's getting a little crazy.
Oh my goodness gracious. I feel like my heart rate's almost as high as Eddie's now. Goodness.
We've had 2 scores in a matter of like 5 seconds.
I mean, we've had 2 defensive touchdowns. We've had a special teams touchdown. Oh, man. I mean, he was so close to him, but Bob Wood is just so quick. I mean, he has the most returns out of anyone in the league. And, I mean, he has the most yards as well. That number's certainly going to raise after this week. That was his first time getting a return punched into the end zone, though. His second all-time as far as kick returns go. And, okay, let's see what's going to happen now. Arizona will kneel it, so the excitement will pause here for a moment.
Yeah, if you're Arizona, you need to come out here and slow this game down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, run your style of offense, right? Keep your hands on the football and run the clock out. Will Todd probably a little shaky there after a very uncharacteristic fumble. That's something that I can't say I've seen in the Arizona games I've called, at least to my recent memory. They will come out running a draw up the middle. DJ Moses will get a gain of 8.
Yeah, DJ Moses, they gotta find a way to stop him. He's had 18 carries for 104 yards. He's averaging 5.8 yards per carry, as long as it's been a 16-yard run.
Again, they spread out the box horizontally across the line as we see a very nice run there from Antoine Smith. I mean, with the injury of Brad Jones, Ray, this rushing attack has certainly been holding their own.
Yeah, definitely. The backups came in and doing a really good job.
Will Todd leading the way with a very nice block there, getting redemption for his fumble, clearing the way for Antoine Smith to rush for that first down with no contest. Another run up the middle is delayed again. DJ Moses will charge ahead for 4 yards. Ray, these teams have been in the league for a combined 37 seasons, the majority of that, of course, being this Queen City franchise. They've met 6 times. Queen City has won 4. Arizona has won 2. The last 2, however, have been won by the Scorpions. Hoping to continue that stretch. Their eye form will result in a run. Antoine Smith making a name for himself. Makes it inches on that 6-yard run.
I mean, the way they're lining up, there's no doubt they're going to run the ball here. You just got to find a way to stop it.
Yeah, and they just haven't been able to. So like you said early on, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Look at this. Everybody's in the box.
Yeah, I mean, everyone. They know it's coming. They just can't stop it. They'll call it inches, though. Moses gets brought down by Luke Swift just shy.
I want to see a replay of that.
I do as well. I wouldn't hate a challenge here, and they're not going to challenge it. They're going to punt. I would even like to see him go for it there. I don't know about you.
You're ahead. You don't chance stuff like that with 10-point lead.
Yeah, I'm just a gambler. It's a bad habit. That's why I don't coach. I would just ruin all of my players' hopes and dreams. We'll see the punt there. Queen City has the ball back. Let's see what they can do offensively now after, what has been a crazy third quarter and late fourth quarter in this one. Christensen needs to keep his hands clean. We'll set single back here for Christensen. Results in a pitch to Osmosis. He stiff arms a defender and charges ahead for the first down.
No, Osmosis has been doing a really good job of running the ball towards it on the outside. His outside runs, great blocking.
Yeah, he's certainly been a, it's crazy to think about whenever you look at his game because he's ran the ball 15 times and only has 42 yards. It feels like he's gotten a lot more than that. Has 18 yards through the air though. Speaking of through the air, they'll pass here. Empty look, firing to the left-hand side. Joe Beasley able to pull it in on one-on-one coverage. They're past the 50 again.
How about Joe Beasley? He's had 3 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, Beasley has been the bell cow as far as the receiving game goes here for Queen City, which isn't something you get to say very often. James Matthew Jr. always seems to get involved. Guy Clausen hasn't caught one tonight either. Get him involved.
Guy's had 1 target.
1 target, no catch though. Run up the middle. Osmosis charges ahead for 6 yards. He's going to need an ice bath, Ray. He's ran the ball a lot, and he has got hit hard a lot.
Yeah, 16 carries for 48 yards, averaging 3 yards per carry.
Playbook's wide open here. Christensen looks like he'll have a back in the backfield. He's offset far to the bottom side of your screen, though. And they will pitch it to that side. The offensive lineman leading away. That was Charlie Baker on that pitch. Fernard Smith, again, getting involved in a big way.
From a strong safety position, making a great open field tackle.
Certainly living up to the name of the strong safety. A very hard hit there to bring down the runner. We'll see another single back look. 4-3 coming out for Arizona. He'll drop back. The pressure's there, but he gets it off. And a hard hit is laid. That's the free safety this time. Rain Rie popping that one out.
That was a great play call. You got James Matthew Jr. middle of the field all by himself, and they sort of laid him out when he went to catch the ball.
And Queen City will punt here. See, now this, I don't know if I can agree with. I mean, you have 5 minutes and some change to go. You're down 10 points, and you punt it from the 35.
I agree. I'd have gone for it.
I mean, and even if they don't get it, Arizona's on the other side of the field. Though, Arizona will bring it out to the 20, though. And with how their offense has been playing all night, this is the exact scenario you want to be in. Just continue to pound the rock and chew away at what little clock there is left.
Yeah, you could. If I was Arizona, Queen City would not get the ball back. They've had close to 5-minute drives all night long.
Yep, they sure have. Make the trips to the top side of the formation. Jackson will drop back. So much time. Connects with the drag route. That's DJ Moses getting involved through the air. I mean, man, he's just doing everything tonight, Ray.
He is. That's a great 9-yard pickup on first down. Now you just give it to the other back, let him run it, run some more time off the clock.
It's Moses' second catch on the season. Brad Jones usually gets those passes out of the receiver spot. They will run it. Antoine Smith gets brought down behind the line. 3rd and 1 now. Probably going to bring Moses back out and try and punch it through the middle.
They say he got back. I don't think he did.
It was certainly close. Here we go. I form. Pretty much everyone in the box for Queen City. They'll make it 8. Run up the middle. Moses. Oh, crosses the plane. Oh, man.
We might see a challenge.
I think we will, Ray. That one was certainly close. He dragged the defender.
And there it is.
They will challenge it. Queen City
I think it'll be overturned
on their first. Yeah, it was certainly close. I think you're right, though. The ball seemed just short of that yellow mark. Let's see what the refs on the field have to say about it. Hopefully a better look here. That one even worse than the live look.
Oh, he didn't get it. His elbow is in front of the line.
Yep, I think you're right, Ray. Let's see what the refs say. Overturned. You were right on the money. Another successful challenge for Queen City. As like we said at the start of this broadcast, they hope to play spoiler. The last game we will see this black and green of the Queen City branding after the season, moving over to Anchorage, moving out west. Arizona's going to go for this. This is what I like to see. Maybe a fullback dive up the middle.
What?
Not too many people on the line. They'll run it. Moses gets it. No challenge. He's 3 yards past the line of scrimmage before he's even touched.
That was gutsy. If Eddie Gage,
Yeah.
some kudos. That was a gutsy call.
It sure was, and it worked. Making it just 4 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Arizona just needs to keep the ball in their hands. 4-3 look for Queen City. The corners playing very tight on the receivers. Jackson will survey, offset fullback. Going to lead the way on the block. She'll pass, though. So much time, and the cross is picked off! Why are we throwing the football? Queen City's Justin Reside gets his 7th interception on the season, pushes him further into the top 5 of the stat. I mean, he just read it like a book.
He didn't even move, really.
No, and I mean, the gutsy play call now for nothing as Queen City gets it back. I mean, you got to run the ball there.
I would have never thrown it.
I completely agree with you. I mean, Ashley's very talented, but I mean, just stats say you run the ball there and keep him at bay. Don't let him get a chance to score. Christensen rolls out, fires over the middle. That one caught. Forward progress will keep them ahead of the sticks. It's hurry up offense as we have bunched to the bottom side of your screen. Christensen again will throw. Pressure's being brought. Out route will get connected with. That's Guy Clausen's first catch of the game as Christensen gets back under center. The defensive line shifting here for Arizona. Rolls out to the left this time. Pressure's there, and he's brought down. Oh, man, Alex Constantine gets involved. Gets a sack on the day. 2nd and 16 now. Queen City with some fire. Christensen fires to the left. That one hit as Guy Clausen tried to bring it in. Ooh. Everett Garrison on the hit.
This has become a very exciting ending to this game.
It sure has. Queen City, they've got to go for something big. That sack,
it's 3rd and 16 though.
Yeah, I mean, you're forced to pass now. They're going to go back to the same formation. Arizona in a dime look again. Christensen rolls out to his right. Pressure's there. He gets the throw off, but it's batted away. Ernest McCray Sr. comes up in a huge way to force 4th down. I mean, you could kick it here, make it a touchdown game. They will. They will trot Joe Garfield out onto the field, and they will trust in their defense to get something going. It's up. Oh, my goodness, he missed.
What?
Oh, my gosh. Garfield, who has made the most kicks out of anyone all season long, is wide left here in Arizona and
he
bounces it. He doinks it off the upright. Oh, man.
That's heartbreaking.
That
you had to get
is
2 scores. You had to get the field goal here and then a touchdown later, but then now you're down 2 scores again.
I mean, that hurts. Oh, man. Arizona now will get the ball back, and they certainly won't pass this time. DJ Moses with a 1-yard gain.
Really? You think they won't pass again?
I hope not. I mean, you got to run this ball out. You saw what they did last time, and it didn't go good. It should have resulted in 3 points the other way, but Arizona lucked out with a Joe Garfield miss. He's done that a few times this season. I believe that's his 4th miss on the season. Another run here, it looks like, from Arizona. 5 down on the line for Queen City, as they will let the time tick away before running the ball with Moses, trying to get a spin. Gets brought down. It's 3rd and 4 now.
Duncan Owen back in the game, making another tackle.
With DJ Moses out, Arizona continues what has been a dominant rushing attack tonight, led by DJ Moses. Like we said earlier, coming back to his true form as Arizona will hit the 2-minute mark. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Queen City hoping to make a stop. They're down by 10 as this fourth quarter will continue. I'm DJ Killigan, and your play-by-play broadcaster of the evening. Joined with me is Rochelle Colston. Our statisticians are Justin Reside and Corey Menner. And, of course, Cameron Irvine back at SFL HQ, making us have a great evening as that one is brought down just shy of the first down marker. Queen City will call a timeout. And dare I see Arizona's offense trot back and go for this one?
No.
Like they did earlier. They'll punt.
That would have just been insanity.
It would have. And I would have loved every second of it, but they'll punt. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunday, 2 divisions are going to be decided. Starting in Raleigh, North Carolina. Carolina wins the East by beating Florida. Otherwise, the Storm will seal the division, crown for themselves. Then the Pittsburgh Riverhogs can clinch the North by defeating the Baltimore Vultures. Otherwise, the DC Dragons will find their way to the top of the division. The coverage of the evening starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. The SFL lives and thrives on the Virtual Football Network. Queen City has still a little bit of life. It's going to be quads. Single back here. Pressure is brought. Christensen connects. Brought down just about at the 30th, second and inches. We'll see their second timeout come out of their pocket.
Surprised they didn't go the hurry up and not call the timeout here.
Yeah, I that's exactly what I thought they were going to do. I was prepping my vocal cords for the rush of plays that were coming, but they do call the timeout.
They decided you needed a break.
Yeah, I mean, this has been such an exciting last stretch of a quarter and a half. I mean, so much has happened. Queen City will pass again, connecting over the middle. James Matthew Jr. catches it within the hashes, and that's the final timeout for Queen City.
Interesting.
It's all or nothing now. You need passes to the sideline, and you need to do them efficiently.
Questionable clock management here.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Christensen, who is now just over 50% passing on the day, will pass again. Pressure's there, connecting with Guy Clausen on that one to the left side of the field.
Comes
hurry up, though. Within the 45-yard line. Pressure's there. They throw another screen. Osmosis get out of bounds. He does. Time will stop at 1:23 after that nice play call. Ray, that play has been really working for him all night.
It has. I'd keep doing it. Keep sending him out of bounds. Stop the clock.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to these late drives, right? I mean, you need plays that will work, and you need plays that are going to consistently get you out of bounds. That's one of them. Charlie Baker in your backfield. It's trips to the top side of the formation. Dime look for Arizona. We see some movement from a corner. He'll blitz. Christensen fires to the seam. He's going to fall to the floor. Only loses 3 seconds. He was trying to connect with Ryan Davis.
He was laying flat on the ground.
The coverage was tight. Yeah, certainly got beat up at the end of it. We'll go back to a very familiar formation that's bunched to the bottom side of your screen. They'll move Ryan Davis to the top, though, making it a pair of receivers to each side. Osmosis is the sole back in the backfield. Christensen will throw, and a huge deflection there. That was Everett Garrison, who was playing in the shallow zone, still was able to jump up and bat it down over his head.
3rd and 10, this is definitely a 4-down territory for Queen City.
Sure is. You know they got to pass. You know what's coming. Trips to the bottom side of your screen. Arizona will shift their defensive line. They have a dime look here. They're bringing their top side of the field safety down a bit as James Matthew Jr. will shift to the other side of the field. Looks like it's going to be zoned. Might try and attack that seam again. Christensen will do so, and it's caught. Joe Beasley able to catch it behind the pair of corners that were covering him, just shy of 130. Now on his day, we're going the same look here, no motion this time. Christensen fires to the outside. That's Guy Clausen who gets 2 before he's hammered down. Inside a minute now for the Queen City Corsairs. Defense gets back in position. Christensen fires to the left. The corner route is caught by Ryan Davis, who goes out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Great job of the receiver getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Let him regroup here.
52 seconds. Queen City has hope. Crazier things have happened. They lead the game in total yards. Empty look again. Christensen has to throw. You need your offensive line to hold strong. They bring an extra defender, and it's a sack! The worst possible moment for it to happen.
Was it Tilly?
I think it might have been Alex Constantine. It was someone that ended with a 4, but they have 3 of them that end in 4. As Christensen will spike it, recollect his thoughts now on 3rd and 15. Yeah, it ended in a 4. Alex Constantine, Hunter Norwood, and David Tilly all have numbers that end in 4. So,
it was a huge person, so I thought it was Tilly.
It was a very large individual. The stats truck will give it to Constantine, so that's where we'll agree. Another pass here for Christensen. 5-step drop. The pressure's there. Christensen fires. It falls to the ground. Nearly pulled in. He goes back to Joe Beasley, who's been so consistent all night, and it was so close to being caught.
Oh, it's off his elbow.
Yeah, just a little bit too behind the receiver there. If that was led a yard or two, that's a touchdown. Queen City, 36 seconds. Their last game ever under this branding. They will trot Joe Garfield back onto the field for a 35-yard attempt. They're hoping that they can get the onside kick and get a touchdown the other way, I guess. Garfield, it's up, and it just shimmies in.
Wow.
Wow. 13 plays, 60-yard drive for the Queen City Corsairs. Ends in a 3-point drive. Joe Garfield
So it's
makes
all
that
on
kick.
onside kick.
Yeah, now they got to hope for the onside. Crazier things have happened. Let's see if Queen City can have a miracle in Arizona. It is recovered by Arizona. And that is a touchdown the other way. Fox Highwind seals it for Arizona.
Fox Highwind says, "No, sir, not today, not in my house."
Yeah, just
Exclamation point, game over.
Yeah. Exclamation point, bold, italicized, everything. Everything you can put at the end of this one, did he. And Arizona will keep their playoff hopes alive. Queen City was hoping to play spoiler. Arizona still could have made it into the playoffs with a loss. However, they are still able to stay alive. Now it's winning in. It was winning in for Arizona, so now they are in the playoffs. You look at the stats of this game, Ray, it's crazy. Arizona, they had 2 defensive touchdowns and now a special teams touchdown. As Cameron Irvine in the broadcast truck pointed out, that is more points than Queen City had, period.
Yeah, I know. When your defense can score, your special teams can score, your offense doesn't really have to do that much.
Yeah, I mean, they stuck with their game plan. Even with the injury of Brad Jones, they stood true to what they wanted to do. Ashley only threw 2 incompletions all night, They ran the ball about 45 times. You see some motion here. Guy Clausen, the motion, make it 3 to the bottom side of your screen. They still have life. They're still going to attempt to throw it. Not anymore. That one is picked off after a double doink. Oh, my goodness. We're going to see this one again. Let's see. The defender was running back to the play, batted it away, tipped off the player, and he pulled it in. Man.
And then he got out of bounds.
Yeah, and then he got out of bounds. The defender tipped it off the foot of the receiver into the hands of Rain Rie. That's 3 interceptions for Silas Christensen, as Arizona will get into every coach's favorite formation, the victory formation, making it 3 wins in a row against this historic franchise of the Queen City Corsairs. With a warm heart, Queen City is the team that... So we got a super chat from Eddie as well before I continue with what I was going to say. Arizona, I love y'all. Game ball to Tilly in the defense. Honorable mention to Brad Jones, who was rooting for the team from the medical team. Absolutely. Hate to see him go out in the final game of the season. Arizona takes this one after what was a defensive masterclass. They win 34-20. And with a heavy heart, we all wish the Queen City Branding a goodbye as they fade away into the record books, welcoming Anchorage into next season. Ray, let's hear your game balls and what you thought of the game as a whole.
I agree. David Tilley had a heck of a game. Brad Jones, too bad he went out and DJ Moses stepped in and did a great job.
Yeah, he sure did. Showing that he is still his full MVP form. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Saturday evening of football. Arizona wins 34-20 and seals their spot in the playoffs. I was DJ Kilgannon, and that was Rochelle Colston. Justin Reside and Corey Minner did our stats, and Cameron Irvine produced this wonderful show. All of you, thank you for joining us, and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.